back with another day kind of on the EVO 7. So today, I'm going to do a little bit of an experiment. So I got the Cusco cooling plate and panel in, but I'm not sure how or what I missed when I was doing the ordering, but I ordered the blue one. So going to try to see, I already did speak to my buddy Ronan at Roro Designs about what we can do as far as the coating that's on here. He said he does have a couple ways that he can clean that up, whether we do like a brushed finish or just a vapor blast just to get the blue off and still maintain. It has some really nice kind of like texture in it. Initially I thought I was getting the matching to the titanium that I have from JDC, but I apparently missed that little bit of information. So it's gonna take some moments, get this cleaned up a little bit and see if we can't get that installed. I have a few kind of shows coming up that I want to hit and attend, so gonna get this cleaned up. Then secondly, got another piece in from Cusco. Haven't opened it yet, but I'm very excited for this piece. As you can see here, it's got the good old safety knife. Safety mean not so safe safety knife. Get this opened up here. So this, oh my goodness, it's a very durable bag. Kudos to Cusco. Try to keep this, but oh gosh, as you can see, absolutely love this. This, which also looks blue, but have no fear, that one is actually just a plastic wrap to keep it protected. So I'm gonna leave that on before or while I do the install. But we're gonna do this piece today. And then this also comes with, on the opposite end here, set that down here. This also has, which to my understanding should be the brake booster support from my understanding. This one, Cusco offered multiple different variations of this bar, but this one was actually on clearance for, oh my gosh, sorry about that, guys and gals, my apologies. So they actually offered this one here, which has this little adjustable piece here. So when it's installed in the car, should go this way, I think. But this allows to press against the front of the brake booster to prevent any flex or anything along that line. So excited to get this all installed today. So, I mean, ain't nothing to it but to do it. So let's get it done. All right. Oh, it's not. Sorry. I got this new Insta360 gimbal, and it's on follow mode, and I don't know how to get it to stop without walking right up to the camera. But every time I do, as you can see, it follows me. So technology, eh? All right, guys. So gonna get this started here. First of all, we're gonna try to do a little experiment on the Cusco piece here. Like I said, I'm just gonna do the underside in case this doesn't work for the time being, but I'm going to, let me set this here. Okay, just bear with me here. So I got a little bit of steel wool. I'm just gonna try to lightly scuff up the blue and see if it actually pulls it off. My buddy isn't able to kind of get to doing so with the vapor blasting for a little bit, so we're gonna still do the same thing, but at this point I want to see if I can make use of the steel wool and try to get this cleaned up a little bit. Throw a couple towels down here so I don't scratch it. So literally just gonna take some of the steel wool, even though she's pretty messy. Huh. It's a pretty resistant coating, so yeah, steel wool doesn't seem to be touching it, so I'm gonna have to do something a little bit more aggressive than steel wool without trying to damage the metal, but still remove the coating. I might have to Google that. So I'm gonna put this one on the back burner for now. Yeah, not really sure. I've never dealt with anodizing before, but to save myself a little bit of cash, instead of ordering a fresh one, I'm just gonna do whatever I need to make that one work. So next up, let's do this Strut Bar while we have some time here. So I'm just gonna grab a good old 14mm socket here. I would use the good old power tools, but I think that's gonna make it absolutely impossible for you guys to hear me if I do continue working on this. So, oh, those are on there good. Okay then, let's get some motivational pieces here to help break that loose. 14 mil. Let's go with a heavier socket. Breaker bar. Whoever put those on there was not messing around. Not saying I'm the strongest guy in the world. That seems a bit excessive. Switch this out. The shop right now feels. Oh god, those were torqued. Or they have not been off in a very long while, so it's a good possibility for both of them there. Ow, jeez. Let's get this other side cracked. Yeah, as I was saying here, the garage a little bit messier than I prefer to work in, but had so much stuff kind of all come down the pipeline at once. Stuff I ordered a long time ago from, actually I think it was in the winter when I ordered some of this stuff. I don't know if it was just on back order or what, but finally came in, everything arrived at once. Have all my extra tires. I got the tires there for the Kona for winter. I mean, leaning tower of tires over here as well. Tires for my EVO 10 that I no longer have, and then also have spare just rubber for some 19 inches actually for the Kona wheels that are no longer on there. But where did my there it is. It's one of those things that the more you try to do or try to get to, it always seems to build up. So not a fan of the condition of the garage right now, but unfortunately it is what I'm gonna have to work with. So I don't know, I don't really do a whole lot of actually working on the car videos with you guys, so I don't know if this is something that you guys are actually going to enjoy and or like and respond to, but this is kind of, I don't know, other than my normal day-to-day stuff, this is kind of my thing that I like to do. Sometimes it can be stressful, sometimes it can be soothing, but let's get these off of here. Let's just say it's good when it works. The days that you snap those bolts, I'm sure all of us have been there. Those ones suck, but let's get this cleaned up here and all ready to go. Does anybody else in the car community have that same kind of, you're always trying to do a little bit more even though everybody saying the car is great? I don't know, it's just one of those things, like, I absolutely enjoy how the car is at present, and like I wouldn't change anything, but I always feel like there's more that I want to do to it. It's weird trying to find that like balance of like it's what I want it to be. But I guess that's also why I have multiple cars. Like right now my Veloster is actually at a point where I don't really want to do anything more to it. I think doing more would actually take it to a point where I did with my old Skyline. I did too much to that car, I feel, and then it made it not fun anymore. So I'm trying to find that healthy balance. Like I'd love to do some more stuff in the engine bay here, but it's one of those things, like everything works right now. It's super fun. I mean, I'd love to do a new turbo system and that on here, but sometimes you just gotta just enjoy what you have, I guess. That's what I'm trying to figure out. So, sorry about the noise here. I'm gonna use this big old boy. Get these two back here. Alright, we are up in the torque. There we go. Perfect. I don't know. I just find when I'm working on my cars, there's always that next thing that I want to do. Here we go. Like even just general cleanup. It's weird. But, alright, let's swing around here. There we have. I mean, that is a good OEM bar, but it was starting to get a little bit of rust on the bottom here. But that is a sturdy bar from OEM, so good job to Mitsubishi back in the day. I love these things. But all right, let's get this aside, and let's actually here, let's do a little comparison. Hands are all greasy right now, but little comparison side by side. What is that? Oh. So as you can see, way different style. The round tube to the flat bar here, and then of course the good old polish. Not really, again, what I ideally would want to do in there, but one of those came across it at a clearance deal and couldn't really pass it up. So let's get this one tossed on now. Maybe I should take a few hours here and go through and do the whole engine bay with the brush. I cleaned up really good. These are the spots that are normally hidden underneath. Underneath the bar there. Well, that's not bad. Not too bad at all. I mean, shout out to those guys out there. Like, I'm sure if you guys like EVO content, you know Devin Namila? I apologize if I'm butchering his name. The inspiration and the builds that guy does, are just phenomenal. I am nowhere near that level. As much as I would love to be, I am nowhere near his setup, but it's one of those things. I've done this now 23, 24 years just in my own. Just kind of my love for the car scene has just been, that's just my passion, I suppose. But seeing it now kind of take off with like everyone else that does their own builds, it's inspiring, I tell you. 18 was a little bit there. 17. Plastic on here for the time being. Oh, you know what? Got a little ahead of myself here. Forgot I don't have the other bar on here yet. So let's get this one done. Oh, I see how that works. That's cool. So you thread this little bit out, and then the end of it has like a little Allen key head. So once it's in position, you tighten this down against it, I'm assuming. And then it must just, yeah, it must just go against the end of it and kind of hold it in place. Cool. I'm assuming most of you guys who are in the Evo content know of Cusco's old Time Attack Evos. I have had R32 GTR in the past, had Evo 5, Evo 10, now Evo 7. One thing I do remember back when you have to go and get those old VHS tapes at like car meets and super meets and all that. That was the only place to come across the good old Japanese. Oh, that's probably not a good angle for y'all back there, right? Oh. Alright, let's fish that through there first. I have a few things in the way down here that I might need to reposition, it looks like. Oh, come on. Oh, I did not anticipate this. Oh, God. Alright, well, I am struggling now. Alright, I'm gonna take a pause here and revamp that, so I'll be back in a second. One sec. The brake, yeah, I guess that'd be the master cylinder for the brake system. Let's get this opened up here. Instructions, I really need to learn Japanese because that would be super helpful to read all this. Oh, but there is pictures. There we go. Ah, perfect. So right there says, yeah, so that little red piece, as you can see kind of in the picture. I do love pictures. So we put that little red piece, this guy right here, in between the little tightening piece and the cylinder part. So let's get that worked on here. They did include some fresh washers. What do we got here? 6, 8. So I'm assuming, oh, I dropped my sticker. So beautiful fresh Cusco sticker. So we'll get that in place after. Not sure, do we set it down here or do we set it on the bar itself? That one's gonna be up for discussion, we'll say. But for right now, let's get this. I apologize. I'm gonna turn the fan on. Got this cool little fan in the ceiling pit here because it is warm today. We've been going through a little bit of a heat wave in Ontario for the past couple of weeks, or actually no, not weeks, probably the last week. Today's a little bit gloomy, but I tell you, the humidity and not the biggest fan of it, that's for sure. All right, let's get this opened up here. Oh, I definitely need to clean the garage here. So, fresh washers, nice. Let's get these all in place here. 1, 2. Get that centered on there. Now I don't know if it's supposed to go under or above it. All right, let's read the instructions again. So they didn't give me enough washers. Yeah, I have a feeling it's supposed to go underneath the bar, just to provide a little bit of space so it doesn't interfere with the silicone or the seam sealer. So we gotta go back a couple steps. So I'm gonna catch you back up with you once I get this bar installed, and then we'll kind of go from there. In the world that has that same thing, but I'm assuming just on my car experience with other enthusiasts, we all kind of suffer from the same thing. We always seem to be on the striving for more, chasing that vision of that perfect build or vehicle, sometimes to our own detriment. I just want to make sure that those are lined up under there before I tighten things down too much. Give myself a little bit of adjustment here. Oh yeah, they look pretty good in there. 14 mil on the extension here. Get these started. What I had wished I had known about, or I wish I hadn't started this recording bit and YouTube and all that fun stuff back when I had, oh, that's really dark. Back when I had some of my other builds. Some of those were pretty sweet. I'll see if I can find some photos and I'll insert them. But it does make me miss my old EVO 5. I only had that one for a short period of time. I tried, before I got my EVO 7 here, I tried to buy it back, but the guy that had it says he had big plans for it. Unfortunately, last I saw of that car, it had been sitting outside and looked pretty horrible, so I don't know. It is a shame when beautiful vehicles, I know we can't save them all, but that one was in really good shape when I sold it. Wish I never sold it, but I was getting my R32 GTR fully done at that time, got it back and was in the need of garage space more than anything, and let it go for a steal now that I think about it. But I was trying to help out another enthusiast. He had big dreams, big aspirations, but I'm up in Ontario, Canada. Our JDM market up here is really strong. We have a lot of really good cars up here. But our problem up here is insurance. Insurance is something that is hard to get on JDM cars unless you have kind of a certain history or a certain connect with, this would have been probably 7 or 8 years ago now when I had that one. But the market in Canada for insurance, that car for whatever reason I think was Black Flag. I was paying on my R32. Just get this tightened down here. So that car, as amazing as it was gonna be almost $600 or $700 a month in insurance when I got my quotes back finally. Which that's a lot of money for a car that was never really gonna see the road as like a daily. It was literally just a Sunday fun toy, but for whatever reason, that's what it was gonna be. Whereas this one, so this one's actually covered through Haggerty, and it's actually, for the year, a little over $1,000. So, I mean, I was dumbfounded when they came back for the price. My Skyline, because when I had it, the Skyline, I had the EVO 5 and the Skyline. My Skyline, in comparison sake of the EVO, the Skyline was only $500 for the year. Made no sense, so. But, let's pick you guys up here. All right, so let's take a look. Switch it off. How do I stop this? Alrighty, so let's take a look here. So that is installed there now. Here we So that is all installed now. As you can see, it's now way down in there. You can see it way down in there. That's that little bracket I was talking about. So I'm gonna somehow get my fingers and that on the other side of this, get that little red piece in there. Try to get it all tightened down and situated, but yeah, I think that actually looks pretty good in there. The polished I don't mind too much because it's gonna match the piping and of course the Tomei heat shield, but yeah. Oh, we also have to address this thing here today, the Clean Street battery tie down. Yeah, other than that, let's keep plugging away. Alrighty, so I was able to get everything completed there on the Strut Bar. It was a little bit more involving or scary than I first was ready for, in the sense that, here, let me just bring it over here. So, got everything all said and done here. Let me just switch this around here. Got everything all said and done, and was doing that little red thing up there like I showed you. In the light there. Doing that little red piece up there like I thought I was gonna need to do. And reached down to tighten the nut and realized that this little piece here was wrapped around the wire, or sorry, the little silver post and the actual, sorry, let's get away from here. Getting away from, sorry, it was on the silver piece. So when it actually happened, I was a little bit worried because I thought I'd ripped something out, but turns out it wasn't the case. I was just actually kind of over tightening the thing, and then this was just getting wrapped around it. So spent a good half hour, 45 minutes trying to figure out what I was attached to there. But this just fed into nothing inside the engine bay and in the actual cabin area, or sorry, down into the, I guess it's kind of in behind the brake booster area. So, but got everything situated there. So yeah, another project completed. I'm not gonna do the Cusco piece today. I am gonna worry about getting that blasted and that, but let's take a look. Let's see what we got here. So, oh, just getting away from here. I really gotta figure out how to do this here piece a little bit better, but got her all mounted up there, as you can see, centered, mounted there. I haven't peeled the plastic yet. I'm gonna wait. But next up, I'm gonna tackle this Clean Street bracket. Might have to take it off and just put the OEM one on for now until I sort out how I'm gonna make that work. But yeah, that's what we got going on right now. So just gonna kind of chip away at it here and finish up. So hopefully you enjoyed my my little mess of a fiasco today installing that Cusco bar. But yeah, it's coming along. That's what we're doing at this point, is just kind of making progress. That's the best thing I can do. Let me just get you guys set up here over on the tires. But yeah, so we're gonna make a little bit more progress here. Spin the camera around again. Let me see if I can get this to work here. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Oh, I also know what I want to do. I gotta tell you, man, these technology things are, there we go. So gonna get this stuff all finished up here today, and then I guess we're on to the next project. So yeah, actually, you know what? Let's do it. Let's peel this plastic here. Oh, can you see? Yeah, we're good. All right. Oh, that is a satisfying sound. There we go. With that one. All right, that's looking pretty good there. One piece here. Last piece. Yeah, I do like that. That's made a big difference in the bay here. I don't know. It's coming along good. A few more pieces. Like I said, gotta get this piece mounted up. Not really sure exactly how I'm gonna do that yet. Might have to it's gonna make my own little bracket or something. But get this battery. These stickers. I tell you, these stickers always peel off. tool. There we go. Now it is just your plain old black battery. But I'm gonna work on this piece next, and then decide what to do from there. So that's all I gotta say at this point. Let's keep at it.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
Anxiety, filling up every space, no privacy. And silently, it could build and build until you finally see, whoa, it's taking over, damn no closure, moving closer. No exposure, I just wanna be a loner. Some can't stay sober, looking over all their shoulders, like moving boulders just to get out of the home. It sucks, I've had enough, I don't wanna feel the stuck under the rug, all my problems that I shove.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me.